Well, today's an exciting day. I'm on my way to the hospital right now to meet Coty because she's having another ultrasound done, so we'll be able to see the baby again for the second time. And it kind of seems strange to call him the baby because he actually has a name, but I'm not going to share it with you just yet. I want to keep it a secret and keep you in suspense until he's actually born. But I guess the reason that they're doing the ultrasound is because when Coty fell and hurt her hand, she kind of fell on her belly on the side and has a bruise there, and they just want to make sure everything's okay, which I'm pretty confident everything's going to be fine because he ended up moving around. He's moving constantly all the time. He's moving around and causing all kinds of chaos inside there, so I'm sure that he's fine, but it's going to be excited to see him again, and hopefully they give us more photos and I'll share them with you because these people are crazy in here. They don't want you to film. I took my camera in the first time, as you may have seen in my last ultrasound video, and the lady just was up in arms about me filming, so I was like, all right, that's fine. I'm not even going to ask today if I'm assuming it's probably the same lady. I asked a guy I work with and he said all the times that they came in it was always her, so I'll probably just have to come back out and share the photos with you, which is kind of a bummer because I want to take you in there with me and I want to have this as a memory, but you can only do what you can. So I'll be back with you in just a little bit and hopefully have some cool photos to show you. Okay, we just made it out of the ultrasound. Everything went well. Baby's doing just fine. Confirmed it is still a boy, so that's a good thing. I was at least kind of worried that it would have changed possibly, but we're still the same, and I want to show you the pictures next, which I'm sure you probably the only reason you're still watching this video. Here's a look at the ultrasound photos. I tried filming this in the car, but it was way too bumpy, and you probably would have been sick looking at the video, so I thought I'd bring it home in some decent lighting and have it nice and still so you could actually see what's going on here. First one that we're looking at here, I'll give you a second, maybe you can kind of decipher what this is. That is a foot. As you can see at the top, that's his big toe. And then down below that, there are 4 more toes. So the good news is that at least one of his feet have 5 toes. I'm hoping that the other one does as well, but it's just confirmed by looking at this photo. And the bad news is you can't really see a whole lot of other things on this particular one. The shots didn't turn out very great because he was kind of blocking a little bit and he wasn't cooperating very much. Probably just a sign of what's to come. But here's the second one. Now this one is, you're probably going to take my word on it, on what this is. This is a side profile of his head. And up at the top here, I'll kind of put my finger there. That is his hand right there. And then this is sort of like the side of his nose, and it's sort of the side of his head, and it kind of ends down here where that other light spot is. This one shows it somewhat, so you can kind of see how hard it was for her to get the shots. This is one of the best photos that she could get. But the next one I think is probably the best, and I'll show you that one here. This one here is a side profile of his head. Now, I'll kind of show things out to you here. This top part right here, that's a hand. And I believe there's another hand over here, but this is like the bridge of his nose right here, and this is where his eye would be. You can kind of make that out a little bit, and there's a little bit of a mouth right there, and then his ear is right here, and then the back of his head. So you can kind of make that out. I think once I point it out to you, it makes it a little bit easier to see what it is. The only thing that I could really see or decipher from the ultrasound when she was going through it was his heart because it was beating on there, and I saw a little bit of his spine, but it wasn't as good as it was last time in terms of shots. I guess it's a little bit easier when they're a little bit far along. So she had her work cut out for her, and like I said, he was not cooperating very much. So these are the shots that we got, and I do think this one's really nice. We're definitely going to be saving all of these. But this one gives us a little bit of an idea of what's going on. And the good news is, again, everything looked A-okay. Everything she saw, she did all the measurements. Everything's coming along well. There weren't any signs of any problems, and he's been very active, like I mentioned earlier in this video. So everything seems to be going really great. And also, I guess the other good news is, in about 6 weeks, we won't have to look at these kind of ultrasound photos and speculate anymore. We'll have the real deal, and you'll be along for the ride, so that's going to be very exciting. I thank you for watching this video, and there will be plenty more up here soon.